Hey friends, welcome back. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Kate. This is a motherhood channel, and today I'm sharing the second video in my digital planning series. If there is anything that makes mom life easier, I want to share it with you, and that's what digital planning has done for me in the past. It's been about a year now, and I can just stay on track, keep things productive, get everything going, keep all my plates spinning, everything that is required of me as a wife and mother and friend and business owner and YouTube and everything that I need to do. This is what keeps me sane and getting it all done. So I wanted to show you today exactly how to get your planner from your computer to your iPad. Now this tutorial is specifically iPad and Goodnotes Mac related. I don't use Android, so I can't say exactly how it works, but the process would be very similar. Look it up on YouTube if you're Android specific. If you're iPad specific, this tutorial is for you. So again, if you didn't watch my last video, you don't know what I'm talking about. Digital planning is like paper planning, but digitally. You can also access it on your phone, so it keeps you just super organized. No more like having good intentions with a paper planner and then, you know, forgetting where you put it and not wanting to take it with you because it's big and heavy. This just keeps your planner easily accessible to you all the time, which is one thing I love about it. I'm going to show you quickly. You need obviously an iPad, Apple Pencil. You need the app Goodnotes, which is down here. When you purchase the digital planner and download it, you save it to your computer, wherever you're going to save it. If you also have a Mac computer, you can quickly share it. If you don't have a Mac computer, you can just use Dropbox or Google Drive or whatever, save it that way. But I can actually airdrop right to my computer. So I just selected airdrop on my computer. I have it saved on my desktop, right click, hit share, airdrop comes up, and then it's gonna say, okay, my iPad, which I'm gonna do here, and you are gonna see here, it's gonna pop right up on my iPad, and we are going to hit accept. So right here, it's gonna tell you what are you gonna open with, and it gives you different options, and Goodnotes is the very first one. So, ooh, I had my other one open. Let me just import as new document. If you're in another one in there, it'll give you the option to add, which is great when you're adding inserts and whatnot. So import to documents. So now my brand new planner is here. So I wanted to show you the functionality of all of these tools here that you have with your Apple Pencil and Goodnotes. So the first one here is actually just a magnifying glass. So wherever you move this, it's gonna magnify it down below. Not really gonna use that a lot with planning. The next one here is your pen tool. So when you click that, you have three options. You have a fountain pen, a ball pen, and a brush pen. So they'll all give you different strokes, of course. You can actually go in here with your sensitivities, so you can change things if you find something's too sensitive and your writing is looking messy, or you can change your writing posture, how you hold things. All of that is done in there. Anyway, so you have your types of pens there you can select, and then over here you have your thickness of pens, and you can set 3 different thicknesses if you're playing around. You can set them, and if you click them again, you can make it even more specific to how small you want it, and whatever you leave it on there is what it will automatically set it on there on first tap. So you can see I have thick, mine are all, that one's gonna be super thin. So you can see the difference there in the thickness. And then over here, of course, you can change your pen colors, and then you get a choice to have 3 kind of default ones. So you can change those, let's just say by double tapping again, to whatever you want. If you're working on a specific document that needed specific colors or whatever, you can change them there. Your next tool is your erase tool. So you can erase by just putting 2 fingers on the screen. So if you make a quick mistake, it'll erase the last thing you did. So if I just double click like that, you see how it just will erase that bottom line? If I do it again, it'll erase that middle line, and again, it'll erase that top line. So that's one way you can do an erase tool. Also, you can clear a whole page. So if you have already written out, say, your plan for today, and you want to work on your plan for tomorrow, you can just duplicate it, that exact page, and then clear that page after, which I'll show you in a second. But you can erase the entire stroke. You've got all of these different options here. And then again, you have 3 sizes here, which you can't change the size. There's either big, medium, or small. So next is your highlighter tool. So again, you have all of these colors. They kind of give you some classic highlighter colors to choose from right in there. But it is kind of like translucent, as you can see, like a highlighter. You can go over it. It's not going to completely black it out. If you make it black, will it act like a marker? I'm not sure. I've never done that, but let's try just in case. I still think it's kind of like translucent. Yeah, so it's definitely highlighter. It's not like a thick marker. You're gonna get that kind of look. So I'm just gonna go here, quickly clear the page. to the back. Next, you have a shape tool. So if you're drawing, or you're drawing out house plans or design plans or whatever, and you are somebody who needs to do shapes, it's really cool because you can draw a triangle and it will automatically make them straight, whatever shape you end up drawing, which is really cool. I think that's an awesome feature. I don't use that a lot in planning, but you may use it if you're a designer or something like that. Next, you have this lasso tool. So this lasso tool is mainly used for stickers. So let me just go off here by clicking that, and then I can access my sticker page here. So you would hit your pen tool again, hit your lasso tool, sorry, it was already selected, and say I was scheduling a flight. I can just go quickly around here, and you don't have to be super neat or anything. Hold it down, take the screenshot, hit the share button, copy, and then we're gonna go, say, to September. Oh, off the pen, sorry. September, and we're just gonna paste that sticker in, and then you can adjust the size here. And if you wanted to crop it, you just click one of these top sides, and you can actually do a rectangle crop or freehand crop where you can just get in. So then you get a freehand crop here. So you can see I have a lot more room to play without having much white space back here, but sometimes the white space behind the sticker is good if you're trying to like cut off a line or whatever. Anyways, you have a lot of ways that you can play around with stickers. You can make them as small or as big as you want. Your next tool here is images. So if you click images, any images that are saved to your device is camera roll will come up here, and you can actually add, let's add a picture of her in there wherever you want. So if you wanted to be, really decorate your thing, you can put this right in a box, or you can have it on a different page if you're doing your vision page or whatnot. But you can add pictures right in there, and then camera, same thing. You can take a picture. Let's take a picture. Oh, let's turn it around. So let's take a picture here. This is my view. We can just do that, use that photo. So if you wanted to take a picture quickly of an itinerary or anything and then just quickly insert it in that way, it is a fabulous way to use this camera tool. Next, we have this text box. So that will, if you click the text box, it'll just, wherever you put it on your screen, you can write it in there. So if you wanted to write dog, whatever, like that. And then you can type it in there. I have it black font with like a maroon color background here. But if you are doing anything specific, or you want to write yourself a little note or whatever, something you don't want to forget, you have this text tool as well. So you also have this highlighter tool, which you're not really going to use for digital planning, but if you're going to use this for anything else and you're wanting to highlight something and you have this projected onto another screen, you can just show people and it just kind of stays highlighted for a minute, what you're doing here. It's just like a little laser pointer. So if you're doing a presentation or you're in a meeting and you're trying to point something out, you can use this little tool. That is pretty much it. Sorry, you can change your font and your size and your background color, all of that for the type box over in here. When you click this, you get this other menu that pops up here. I should explain that as well. Anyways, so that is how you use your iPad with Goodnotes and have this functionality, and how you use this actual pencil toolbar. Now, let me just show you a couple things on how to copy and paste pages. So let's say, for example, you are planning out your month and you want to do a monthly planner first. So you're going to go to this page here, and then you're going to hit up here. Sorry, I should explain these. So up here you have your thumbnails. So if you want to quickly access a page, you just hit your thumbnails and you're going to have access to every page in here. So what you want to do, and this is important that you do this in the right order, there's one of each, so you can use them or not use them or put them wherever you want. So this one here, for example, we want to duplicate it. You don't want to select this one. You don't want to move this one. This is the one that's linked properly. You might mess up the link. So you always want to duplicate the page and then whatever is after. So say I want to move this one. I'm just going to hold it and then I can move it. Come on. How do I get to my top here? I might have to move it in a couple steps. So just for example's sake, I want to put it before December. So now when I go to December, if I go swipe this way, you can see right before here, and my links will still all work. So again, let me show you with another one. So for example, so say I was doing a whole like detailed monthly plan. So say I want to duplicate this as well. So I'm going to put that there, and then, oops. I'm just going to hold it down to select it, and then I'm going to slide it right in here before December, but after that monthly planner we just put in. You get the gist. So however many things you want to add and move around. For myself, for the weekly ones, for example, I don't add them and put them in. I don't need to keep track of everything I did in a week in here because I do that a different way. But you can add as many as you need in here if you want to put them all right after December, so that when you swipe, sorry, let's just go back here. So let's see now when we're at December. If we just swipe back, we can see all these pages that we just inserted, and then it'll go back here. So you can add as many as you want, make it more detailed. Add in 4 weeks if you want to plan out your 4 weeks at a time, but I just erase and do my weeks and my days personally. Month ones are the only ones that I kind of set up like this. So you can also move a page to a trash if you're not going to use it at all. Say you're not going to use a health tracker or whatever it might be, you can move it to a trash. You can open it in a new window. So if you are doing planning side by side, so say you didn't want your thumbnails here, so say you were doing, what are we in? Say you wanted to see 2 months side by side, you could easily do that as well. And then you just hit the X to get back out of here, go back into here. And then you can export a page. So if you want to export a page and save it, like for example, I use another program called Notion, and I'll export saved pages of journals or things like that into Notion by using this. So you're just basically, you can export this as a PDF, an image, or a Goodnotes file if you want to send it to someone, or if you just want to screenshot a page and keep it on file somewhere, send it to yourself through email, whatever you want to do, you can do it that way. So we also have this add page to outline. So basically what that does, it gives you a little spot here that you can write something in. So if you are constantly using your, let's say, your weekly review and you just want to highlight it, you can add a little outline as to what that is in there. You can manage it once you've added it. So let's just say week. So you can just see, you can outline what the page is. So because these are similar and you can't really read it from the thumbnail, for example, you can label this week review so you know. That will bring you back there, and then you can manage your outline. Personally, I don't really use that, and if I was going to use it, it would just be to label something to make it a little bit easier for me. And then your other options under here would be to duplicate, like I already showed you. So add page before or add page after. So this is going to, let's do it over here. So if we want to add a page after this, so we can either do a current template, we can also just add in, these are all just automatically come with Goodnotes. So if you wanted to make quick notes and write them in here, you could add it like that and you'll get a note page like this. Or, let me just delete that out of there. Instead of using a Goodnotes page, I would actually go to my notes section that I've created here, because then all the links still work. So I could do add page after if I wanted to create a second note page, current template, and then I will have both 2 lines in a row, and then my links will all still work here. That's the gist of doing that. You can favorite ones that you use often in here, and then your outlines will show here. You can flag a page also, so when you go back into thumbnail view, you can see which ones are flagged. Take it off like that, and then you can share by exporting this whole page. You can print it out if you want. So sometimes when I'm writing in my month plan for this, then I can just quickly go here and actually print this page out. And and I'm not going to show you all that, but then it'll print out just like this, so I can write it all down in here and then put a copy of this on my fridge for everybody to see and add to if they need to. So as you can see, there are tons of ways that you can use the digital planner to keep yourself organized. You can journal in it, do meeting notes, write out house plans, how you're gonna, a cleaning schedule, whatever you want to do. Literally everything is here. So the other thing I wanted to mention with your phone, you actually can use your finger. So it's never going to be as neat, but if you are out and say a great idea pops into your head, you can quickly pop into one of those notes pads and just scribble something in rather than typing it out or saying it. So it's already in your planner, you know what that information is safely tucked in there, and then it'll sync back to your iPad and you can go in and make it neater later, or whatever you need to do with that information. But I just love that no matter what, it's always with me because my phone is always with me. And I mean, if you live in 2020, I'm sure your phone is pretty much always with you as well. It's just the ways of the world that we always have our phones on us, so why don't we make this technology work well for us? So I absolutely love digital planning. I hope that gave you a good overview of how to do it and what you can do with it and the endless possibilities. One thing I didn't show you is adding inserts, but I will show you that in the next video. So thank you so much for being here today. Like this video if you liked it, if you learned something, if you might be trying out digital planning, subscribe if you're new. I'd love to have you so very much, and I will see you on the next video. Bye!